You need science to prove and teach how to medicate yourself, how to teach yourself to do things, build things. You can't just, meditate and hope the building comes up by itself.
Hi, I'm Sengkuttuvan from the Hindu Faith of the Interreligious Organization.
I'm Kuek, Hsing. I'm from the Singapore Baha'i community.
I'm Rajesh Shah, representing the Jain faith. Hi guys, welcome back.
Hi, Raj.
Something came to my mind the other day, there is the bigger part of the world that kind of runs on science. And yet we are religious practitioners, leaders. So how does your faith view science? And if science and faith are mutually exclusive?
Religion takes various genres. Now, the optics will show you the rituals, but if you go into the scriptures, it will take you to a much higher level. And Hinduism being a very ancient and matured religion, it has encapsulated quite a lot of concepts that as science today is verifying them. Yes, of course, many would challenge it when you go down to much lower levels of genre and you say no, but let's not look at the ritualistic aspect of it. Let's look at the philosophical aspect and the explanation. Remember, Hinduism is based on the fact that how do you harmonize between yourself and the cosmic order? That's how it is. How do you see yourself?
The Baha'i faith views science as a branch of knowledge to recognize the beauty of this creation. It actually strengthens his faith through science. So science to us is a form of knowledge that we all should pursue because it enlarges our vision that we otherwise would not have without science.
In Jainism, it's a very ancient religion. And a lot of, as far as the scriptures are concerned, they describe a lot of things that may seem beyond comprehension now, but science is the only tool that we have that can help explain things that is unexplainable. And we are very logical creatures, right? We need this logic of science. It's sometimes at complete opposites with religion, which says take this on faith or take this on trust. Science has now been able to prove a lot of things that were written in scriptures. We have what we call Savansari Pratikaman, which is asking for forgiveness from every living thing in the planet and the universe for your transgressions. How do you remember everything? But the actual readings of that prayer has the number of universes and the planets and how far apart they are and all this type of thing already kind of described. And the Germans are now taking our scriptures and slowly deciphering all of this and finding out that, hey, can be scientifically proven. So in a way, the scriptures that we don't understand are only waiting for us, as far as I'm concerned, for things to be deciphered. And I think science will do that for us.
Yeah, actually,
eventually.
it does. The fulcrum of science is logic. But unfortunately, science cannot answer all the questions. This is where the philosophy of spiritualism comes into the picture to fill in the gap sometimes. And science tries to meet up to that philosophy. Physics would say there's about 100 plus elements today. In the Hindu scriptures, they look at the same elements, but they don't look at anything without a God principle. And they have distributed the elements into 5. Space, air, fire, water, and earth. Now today, what science says that matter and energy are compatible, or rather they complement each other. They can either exist in matter or exist in energy.
Yes.
That explains mathematically what the scriptures was saying. This matter that I'm composed of is the energy that the cosmos has. We are no different from what has science proven today.
Are there any teachings in your faith that are at odds with science?
Well, I will put a very emphatic no. If we look at a very low level genre where the rituals and the religious level, of course, everything will be conflicting to what science has to say. But that's not where the actual soul of the faith is. When you evolve to the higher level of understanding the faith, that's where the scripture has quoted what is out there. When you compare me as a human being looking into the cosmos, there must be some relationship.
One thing is for sure, science and religions, we are moving towards the same objective. That objective is called the ever-advancing civilization. The faith is providing that the relationship among men and men. Science cannot provide that kind of relationship, but the relationship is contributing to that ever-advancing civilization. Science is giving us technology, giving us the foundation to truth-seeking. So we see these two entities as not only complementary, but in harmony. Because if they are not in harmony, then we are going to suffer. Without the backing of the morality from religion, it's going to be a disaster.
Yeah.
So, but religion without science also is going to be a disaster, because it will sink into being superstitious, sink into very deep ignorance. So we say that all knowledge must be rooted in science, actually.
Just like we are here on this planet as a soul within a body, the soul needs spirituality and needs faith, and it needs that little belief in something beyond that can be explained. But as long as you are here on this particular planet, in this particular universe, you need science to prove and teach how to medicate yourself, how to teach yourself to do things, build things. You can't just, meditate and hope the building comes up by itself. To be able to decipher and kind of make sense of what, if you want to say, God has given or the universe has given us, we don't have the formula, but we are discovering the formulas. The soul and religion and faith is the spiritual discovery process. Science is the physical understanding of how things work and operate. My personal opinion, they can all coexist, and in fact, they don't need to coexist. They are already one in that sense.
You see a seed that germinates and then become a tree. Part of it is above ground, and the leaves, they make food. The part that is below the soil, the roots, they also enable the tree to grow and produce fruits, but by different methods.
So it's a
whole tree.
symbiotic relationship.
Yeah. Doing different things, but they have the same aim, same goal.
The way religion is practiced has to evolve, but the fundamental itself is telling you that I've already said what is the fundamental truth. Now you guys just need to catch up.
The traditions, the culture, that morphs with time, you see. But the truths that the religion is founded for,
that I agree. Yeah.
that part of it has already been well tested through time and showed itself it is still relevant. The ritualistic and the religious portion of it has to move with time. We have to change. We cannot keep with the same ritual practices because we've got to accommodate everybody together, but the fundamentals has not changed. The fundamental is existence. Whether you look at this existence from the faith perspective or religious perspective, there are scriptures that are written for you. Whether you look at it from a scientific perspective, that also is written in another form. It's only the perspective that change, but the existence is one.
All right, guys, so thank you very much. I think we had a very wonderful discussion. If any of you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and have a nice day. See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.